Okay, so I know it's been a minute since I made a video. I made one actually. I made one a couple of days ago, but it was like 17 minutes long. But I did it outside. Wind was blowing, and I ain't like the audio, so I just threw the whole video away. But so yeah, I'm gonna try it again. Make another video. This one's gonna be about one one thing I think people need to start understanding. Need to understanding that like a lot of people are not taught to like become business owners. I mean, you pretty much are taught and trained to, you know, to become, if you can become middle class, you can just settle for that. People are taught us to be okay with that. I used to be like, I used to think, I used to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I was like, man, if I could just get me a little job, man, make $15 an hour, and man, get me a nice car, and I made like two or three nice cars and a little nice cheap crib, man, I'm set for life. You know what I'm saying? But that's like I had a ceiling to my thinking, cause like I was trained like that. So I was like, that's what I saw around me. So I had to get to that point and start learning and start like doing research. And the great thing about the internet, a lot of people use the internet just to look at stupid stuff and just be entertained and post dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? And hey, whatever. Man, I use it to try to get inspired, try to get motivated. I try to like, see what's going on, kind of see what kind of moves people making, trying to figure out like what a bar set at, so I can kind of like, cause one thing I know, man, it's like us as human beings, it's like this, there's no limits to where you can actually go to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no limits to where you can go to. So you can like, I mean, if you really put your mind to it and you really put your grind to it, man, you can pretty much make anything happen. You just gotta put that work in, do your own research, and you know what I'm saying, just make moves. You know what I'm saying? You got one thing you need to start doing is look at your surroundings. I mean, your friends and family, they cool or whatever, but if they ain't helping you grow, they ain't helping you become a better, you know what I'm saying, what you think you can be. It's like, man, you might need to start distancing yourself and start getting around some people that's gonna, put you in position. You know what I mean? That's why I don't be around too many people, but the people I do be around, the people I do talk to, people I spend the most time with, and people I talk to the most, as far as like actually conversating on the phone, or actually being around, actually spending time with. But we all be on that same stuff about trying to get to that next level, trying to have some things. Ain't none of that. Oh man, you don't think that's gonna be too much, or you don't think how you, we can't do. Nah, ain't none of that conversation going on in my team. None of that. Like our conversation is, man, hey, one day, man, we gonna be them CEOs that sitting on the beach, you know what I'm saying, with our wives, doing our thing out there, having a good time while our business is, running on his own, you know what I'm saying, making money while we sleep type stuff, you know what I'm saying. We gonna be that, but that stuff don't happen overnight. That stuff take time. You gotta like earn it. You gotta like actually grind it. You gotta have a plan. So I'm always posting about, man, write that plan down, because you don't write it down and you don't have no actual like steps to take, man, it's just dreams that you just telling people to make yourself feel good. Write that stuff down and start taking action. You know what I'm saying? Start making moves and taking action, because if knowledge and information was the only thing we needed, man, we all be billionaires and we all have six packs. You know what I'm saying? But so as we know, we all are not and we all don't. So you got to start taking action. You start taking action, you can get to that point. You can eventually get to that point. It may take you some years. It just depends on how hard you go. Depends on what kind of connections you make. You know what I'm saying? Kind of moves you make. It depends on how much time you dedicate to it. Because I mean, you might have to give up some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have to give up. So there's things I had to give up that I'm glad that's gone now. I mean, like all that entertaining and having a good time and feeling good. It's like it feels good at that time. But then you turn back around, have to go back to work, or you have to go back and work, clock in for somebody, man. Then like it's like all you can do is wait for the weekend to come here, man. I'm sitting around thinking about my future, like man, that when that time comes, when I can just call up a jet, we can just what I'm saying, fly out to wherever we want to go, because we just in the mood to do it. Like that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like I really be on that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's why that's all I do all day long in my truck, man. I be on this road. I might drive where I came today. Took me 4 hours to get here. So the whole time I'm like listening to different podcasts, looking at YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm actually listening to YouTube videos. Because I might have how the sounds coming out my speakers. So like, while I'm moving, I can hear what's going on. I'm listening to these other people that I look up to, like E.T., you know what I'm saying, his whole clique, Grant Cardone, Dave Ramsey, um, it's a lot of others, man. I just listen to them getting motivated because all of them made it. They're at that point, and they all. I've actually been listening to them for years, so I actually seen a lot of them just how far they have came, and a lot of them have gotten to the point where like I'm sure they didn't even imagine getting here. We talking like, we talking, two, three, $400 million like businesses running it, man, and it's like, and it's all they all run by themselves, and they getting other people to that point where they need to be, and then them people getting other people to the point where they need to be. So what I mean. I feel like that's what I eventually want to do. I'm trying to get myself to a point where I can be at a point where I can start helping other people get to another level. Cause it's nothing like being able to give and being able to help others get to that point in life. You know what I'm saying? Like I made a post earlier today, and it was like it was about the person that was like when their boss pulls up in a brand new McLaren, and he like, wow, that's a nice car. So then the boss says to him, he like, yeah, appreciate it. He's like, if you keep working hard, you keep, putting your mind to something, you keep striving, you keep putting in those hours, I'll be able to get another one next year. So, it's a funny post, I mean, I made it, it's a funny post or whatever. But when you really look at it, and you really look at it, man, that's like really how it is. Like, you go in and you put all them time and put all them hours on that job that you hate, be miserable with the job, then come on and take it out on your family. But the person, the CEO, whoever created that company, they probably somewhere in some beach sipping on martinis, knocking down a bad one or something. Most likely, you know what I'm saying. Most likely, they probably enjoying their life, you know what I'm saying. They probably, because they don't deal with it took, you know what I'm saying. They don't scale their business, so and it's like achievable for anybody. It's just how bad do we want it? You know what I mean? Do we want it bad enough to like not watch so much TV or not be able to like entertain dumb stuff online that ain't gonna or not to read a book, you know what I'm saying, or not listen to some good audio? Is it worth it? Like what is it worth it to you? Because I feel like everybody has what it takes to become you know financially free. And they have. I think everybody has a capacity to do it. I just think that people don't want to take the time and do the work. Or either they don't believe in themselves, and the reason they don't believe in themselves because they weren't really taught to believe in themselves. They was really just taught exactly what to do, which was, do good in school, maybe go to college. If you don't go to college, get your little job that'll like have you some little good benefits, and then if you can, save you some money, be able to like, buy you a house that you might not can afford, but get the house anyway. But before the house, go get that car you always wanted. You know what I'm saying? Get that car, and then when you pay that car off, trade it in, and get the new version of that car, and you continue that cycle. And when you do that, you realize after 20, 30 years of doing that, you realize that you don't gave these folks $1 million that you could have done earned an interest. You know what I'm saying? By putting your own money into your own mutual funds or your own investments, and you could have bought you like a little cash card or jug around there. And that way, when you start making money and you start having things move for you, the little interest that you make off that can buy you that car that you've been wanting, because it's nothing compared to the money that you're making. But people don't believe that. People don't even want to look into that. They don't. It's hard. It's hard work. So that's another thing they try to run away from. They just want the easy way out. And I mean, I can't knock. I mean, I knock it now because but I understand it because I used to be that guy. I used to be that guy that used to like try to make the easy way out. Try to, want to just be comfortable, man. Not have to be, doing stuff that could be stressful, like running a business, because it can get stressful at times when especially like you got one, like me, like I'm in the trucking industry, so I got one truck. So this one truck breaks down, or if I get sick, that means no money gets made. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's vital important for me to be able to, get, you know, add more employees, be able to add more trucks, be able to do other things like real estate, so I can be able to have passive income coming in and have other options. Because when you start getting to that point where you working for somebody, or you like, what I'm saying, a point where it's like all your eggs is in one basket, that's dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous because like when something goes wrong, it's like, what do? You know what I'm saying? You get desperate and you do stuff that you really probably wouldn't have wanted to do, and now you get even more unhappy. So when you can get to the point and you can diversify your life and diversify everything that you have, and just have the other options of making income, other options to do what you want to do. That way you're not really controlled. That way you're not like somewhere making somebody else, somewhere, working for somebody making their dreams come true instead of your own dreams. Because you should just, you should think about yourself a lot more than you probably do. You know what I'm saying? You probably need to start thinking more about yourself and your family more than you probably do. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. And it's still, you still got time to do that. You still got plenty of time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, it's like all you have to do is just start. You have to give up the little stuff that you like right now. Give it up for a little minute. Just, at least one day out the week. Just focus on becoming a better you. And eventually you might turn it to 2 days, and it come to 3 days, and eventually you just to the point where you like, man, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna do this. Or I'm gonna give it some people. So yeah, like I'm looking at my time. I know I told y'all I try to do these videos under 10 minutes, so I'm probably about a minute over. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. But if this video made you feel good, made you feel inspired, share it with somebody else. Like it, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Comment, tell me what you're trying to do. Tell me about your dreams. I like listening to other people's stories, and I like talking about my own, because when I talk about my own, I feel like I'm rambling, or either like I don't know, like I'm rambling, and I don't think people be caring about what I have going on. I rather like hear what other people got on, so I can get inspired, or if I have some kind of way, or if I know somebody that can help, I try to do what I can about that, and I like to network with people. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. But like I said, subscribe, comment, like, share it, whatever, and I'm see y'all next time.